What's going on, Facebook? Trying out a couple new things here. Gonna go landscape because that's how video actually works besides live video. So let's test this out. I've done this once before. Let me know how it is looking on your side. And also, mic'd up. Got a new set of, got a little gear here, a little amplifier, trying out the audio, trying to step up the game, making this a little bit nicer for you guys, a little bit more longevity in the content. Anyhow, back on my professional Facebook page. I'll be posting more here and also my YouTube page. Wanted to go into Life Hacks Part 3 now. This is a series I started at the beginning of the year. This is a mental trick to make me write. I want to average at least one piece of written content or one publication or article every single week throughout the year, which is massively challenging for me, far more than doing these videos. I love doing video, but the preparation and editing and time for writing takes a long time and it's hard for me. So trying to do that, and then these videos connecting with you over the topic. So here it is, let's get right into it. Life Hacks Part 3 is all about communications. Communications is critical, not just as leaders or founders, but in every aspect of every part of your life, your communications is number one. One big thing that I learned, and a big reason I wrote this article, and I've been kicking my own butt at the beginning of this year to get this right, is that I know that I was losing opportunities, cash, deals, opportunities, investments, because I was bad at my communications. Now, I'm really good in some instances, I'm really good in person, but I was terrible on email specifically. But I'm covering a lot of topics, so let's just dive right in. So the real question you have to ask yourself is, where do you provide the most value? I know that I'm better in person every single time, whether I'm spending time with my investors, my founders, my employees. I know that when I'm in person, I can really deeply connect and focus and add a lot of value. But guess what? You don't get to be in person every single time. I was defaulting to that as an excuse, but now I've just said, you know what? I've got to get out there. I've got to get in the other communication mediums like email, which I hate, and I need to make sure that I can master this so I can communicate with a lot of people on the way that they want to communicate. All right, let's get into this. So figure out where you add the most value, not just in terms of medium, but also what's your job? Are you a consultant? Do you have to go talk to someone every single day, 9 to 5, and that's your job? Are you back office? Are you going to be staring at your computer every single day? Also, a really important question to understand, where do you need to be based on your responsibilities and what you're accountable for on a daily basis? If you have to be both remote and in person, you have to manage people that are sitting with you, like your team, your employees, your partners, your investments, as well as people remote all overseas, and you have to figure out how to do all of them simultaneously. Unfortunately, every single person expects something different from you, and you've got to find a way to manage it. Let's start with email. Biggest thing that I really messed up is I was letting email take control over me. I kept feeling like I had this 10,000 pound digital gorilla on my back. It's just never ending to-do list. And I finally learned a trick. Archive everything. So I literally archived everything minus 1 month. The problem with that is that even that 1 month of email felt impossible. So I tricked myself, thought I could do it, and guess what? I couldn't. I started to have super backup like I used to have, and it was killing me and I wasn't getting to the work. So I finally said, you know what? All email. I just archived every single email, assuming that it will come back if needed, and voila. I've been at inbox 0 for the first time in my life, multiple times a week, and it feels amazing, absolutely critical. One way you can get to this is you can create blocks of time. This is another thing in the article that I really talk about. For those of you who don't have the link, I'll put it in here, but it's medium.com/@betababe. So my whole Medium publication. So you can create blocks of time. So I close my email client, web or native application, and then I open up only when I'm ready to hit email. Critical. If email is open all the time, you're going to feel like you always have to get to it. And the reality is you don't. It's one thing you don't want to do is set the precedent that you're going to be available when everyone else wants you. You should be responsive throughout the day, but you shouldn't be just sitting there waiting. Next one, clearing out shit you don't need in your inbox. Getunroll.me. Absolutely pivotal. I used this years ago in San Francisco for my personal account. It saved me a ton of email and a bunch of junk. I got down from 110 down to 8 different emails. I'm not kidding. 110, I had 8 left over in my inbox in terms of actual addresses that I want mail from on a daily basis versus all these things that I was signed up for. So make sure to do that. It's absolutely the best thing ever. You can roll it up into a 1 time a day digest, or you can just unsubscribe directly, which is super helpful. You also need to set expectations, both internally and externally. My family knows I don't answer personal email. It's been years because that's just a crazy box of madness. So instead, they've talked to me on Messenger, WeChat, other places. So now I've had to set new expectations internally with my team here at Brink and also my founders of how to communicate with me. Now, don't mess this up. I made a huge mistake. I actually thought that because I didn't like it, that was just okay and my prerogative. Well, it is, except it's really important if you're leading people that you actually give them the expectation of where you're going to be and how to get a hold of you. That's your fault. I've messed that up. I fixed it now. People know how often and when I'm going to communicate and where, so they know how to get a hold of me. All right, let's keep going. Next big one, notifications. Notifications are the devil or something similar. So notifications just constantly grab your attention all the time. Absolutely paramount to turn that crap off. You'll see I put the screenshots in the article, medium.com/BetaBay, because this is really, really paramount that you absolutely decide, I'm not going to let the world grab me when they want me. I'm going to talk to the world when I'm ready. So notifications I've turned off. My phone does not show anything on the home screen anymore. It's not popping in and talking to me all day long. I even put my phone down, face down, so I don't see it because it's already on silent and do not disturb, including my Apple Watch. Never have it send me notifications. But even better now, I just have that red little badge icon, so I know something's there. When I open my phone, it can give me alerts, but not until I open the phone. Critical. Next one, how do you manage all the other platforms? There are literally dozens and dozens and dozens of communications platforms. I counted through mine. I've got Whale, email, Slack, Twitter, Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, Medium, YouTube, WeChat, Skype, iMessages, Asana, Salesforce, There's so many places that people expect you to talk and so many inboxes or messenger platforms that you have to keep up with. The reality is you have to put the ones that you need to work with on a regular basis closer to your face. So I put them in the bottom left-hand corner. That's how I use my phone, so I can get to them rapidly throughout the day when I do pick up my phone. But again, don't let it take advantage of you and then be available all day long. Wait till you're ready and then get involved then. All right, guys, that's a lot of tips and tricks. It's not the whole article. Check it out, medium.com/@BetaBay. You'll see the whole life hack series. This is part 3. I've got one more coming up about finances next week, and then we'll see if I get around to wrapping up the entire series with my Leading Yourself First framework that I created 5 or 6 years ago that kind of dictates everything I do on a quarterly basis in my life. This is really critical, guys. Get this straight. Make sure to get in control of your communications. I know for a fact I was missing deals. I know that you're missing deals, opportunities, things that can make your life better, both personal and business, because you're not managing all the mediums effectively. I was getting amazing, inbound requests for investment for teams that I now want to do deals with through Instagram, through Twitter, through YouTube comments. This is just the game. You have to find the time to get to this stuff. So don't bury your head in the sand. Don't act like it's not happening. Figure out a way to time manage and do this so that people can get to you effectively. The world is global. It's happening in all time zones all the time in every medium, in every language. You've got to find a way to get out, manage it, and get on top of it. I know that I've been bad at it historically, but I'm on it now. I'm at inbox 0, which is the one I was focusing on most for the first time, maybe ever. Super psyched about that. Would love to know your tips and tricks. Also, let me know if you have any other things that I haven't heard about, I didn't write about. I'm always trying to get better at this. And always, always, always love, comment, like, share. The community here is amazing. Really, really appreciate the time, guys. Hope you're having a great week. And guess what? The market doesn't care. Get your shit done. Come on, get 2017 finished now. January is critical. This sets the pace and the tone for the entire year. Don't slow down now. It's cold, it's dark, doesn't matter. Get it done now, and you're gonna reap the benefits for the rest of the year because other people are slowing down. Don't let it happen to you. Follow me on medium.com/BetaBay. Love you guys. Hope the audio is better. Hope you like the landscape. Trying out some new stuff here. We always love the feedback. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.